Welcome to Huddle House, Waffle House's less successful but still prosperous competition. Huddle House was named after team huddles in American football, and like the sport, the business has had to tackle different issues. Will the brand score a few more tries, or will it be swept away in defeat? John Sparks was a big sports fan who never missed a big game on Friday nights, along with other fans. But John thought beyond sports and saw an opportunity to profit from the teeming fans. In 1964, John opened a fast food restaurant that sold waffles in Decatur, DeKalb County, Georgia. John's wife, who loved the team huddles that football teams did on TV, told her husband to name his store Huddle House. Sparks was confident that his business would thrive as it would serve people for 24 hours and was certain to get a rush during the big games on Fridays. He was right, and soon he declared war. Sparks opened his second store in Avondale Estates, challenging an industry giant, Waffle House, which began business in 1955. Huddle House went through some intense periods and began to look for ways to improve its business. In the early 2000s, the company changed things up a bit. The firm built new restaurants using nostalgia to its advantage, with the new stores looking like diners from the 1950s. Apart from remodeling, the business also examined its menu and added new items. The menu, which began with waffles in the 60s, now had chicken wings, butterfly shrimp, and children's meals, which customers could enjoy during breakfasts. Huddle House then extended the improved menu to its sandwich selections. It didn't stop the revamping at its building and meals. The company also changed its logo and handed its employees new uniforms. It also explored other possibilities of expansion, and it found a solution with convenience stores. The company partnered with these stores to have some of its products with them. The business soon got a reward for its investment. In 2004, Nation's Restaurant News, a United States-based publication focused on restaurants in the United States, awarded it with the Hot Again Award. Huddle won the award because it is the best example of a chain operator who has surged back to gain a competitive edge once again, including outstanding growth in sales and profits. And Restaurant News was right. The business had some ups and downs and still had more ups and downs, but one thing it did best was fighting for its survival. When it won the award, the company projected sales of $190 million in 2004, with its breakfast menu responsible for 40% of those sales. People loved its hamburgers so much that the company would eventually expand its hamburger menu. It improved its line of Big House platters by introducing multiple kinds of burgers called Big House burgers. But before then, Allied Capital bought the company for $124.1 million in 2006. In 2009, Ares Capital bought Allied Capital and became the new owner. Just as Ares became a new owner of the whole brand, some people bought certain locations. And if you like to learn about the history of your favorite eateries, be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Jim and Franklin Ashley Whitehead and Charlie Parker bought the franchise locations in Emporia, Bracy, and Franklin. The couple and their partner were in different lines of work when they caught wind of an opportunity. Jim, an employee of Parker Oil Company, learned that Huddle House diners were available for sale and decided it was time for him to change roles. He informed Charlie, and the two decided to buy the available locations, with Jim enjoying the prospect of a challenge managing diners. The couple and Parker decided to form a company, Southern Virginia Foods LLC, and began by buying the location at Emporia, as it was where they lived. The trio knew people in Emporia and was sure it gave them an advantage. Franklin Ashley left hectic elementary school teacher work and chose the more flexible work as the operation manager of the Emporia store. Later, the trio bought the store at Bracy and then the Franklin store, which H2O Hospitality owned shortly after. Ashley saw her role become more demanding, but this didn't stop her from remaining hands-on with the business. She cooked, served, and, in her words, could do it all. But we doubt that. Take it easy, Ashley. The couple and Parker embody the spirit of the founder of Huddle House. They wanted to promote the feeling of family and looked for ways to improve operations continually. The stores introduced a policy that a child could eat for free on Fridays if they came with a paying adult. With a policy like this, what family wouldn't want to go there? But the co-owners were just getting started. They wanted to change the franchise location's image as a breakfast restaurant to be able to serve customers lunch and dinner. This made sense, considering the store was a 24-hour store. People can't eat breakfast meals all through the clock, or can they? Although store policy changed to service beginning at 5:30 a.m. and ending at 10 p.m., the franchise owners expanded the menu of the stores they controlled. The stores at Emporia, Bracy, and Franklin began to sell items like chicken and dumplings, mac and cheese, and pot roast. which would eventually become a customer favorite. The trio still weren't content with their improvements. They wanted to revamp their brand completely and decided to change the decor. Now, it remained with the staff. The Whiteheads and Parker understood that their efforts would go to waste without a trained staff, so they set to work. The partners retrained some of their employees and rehired others. It wasn't only the Whiteheads that were changing things in the business. Ares Capital, the company's owner, sold Huddle House to Sentinel Capital Partners in 2012, which sold to Elysium Management in 2018. And away the new owners went, doing the same thing but on a whole new level. Remember the Big House burgers we mentioned earlier? It was in 2018 that the chain took it to a new level. The company called its new burger line Big House Burgers and Melts, which the brand boasted it made from high-quality ingredients with its signature burger seasoning on the burger patties. Huddle House served its new burgers with French fries, sweet potato fries, tater tots, and seasonal fresh fruits. It wasn't only the burgers that the company invested in. It was also looking to expand, and it hired Carl Jenkins to help the business look for the best locations. Carl had an incredible pedigree behind him, having served in the real estate industry for 28 years. He had worked with different companies. McDonald's, Advance Auto Parts, and Panda Restaurant Group are some of the businesses he had worked with, and one thing was consistent. He helped them choose locations that brought high profits and recognition. With him on board, Huddle House was poised to dominate, and it did. But it was for a while. When Ascent became the parent company of the waffle chain, the business used its momentum to buy Perkins in 2019. Perkins Restaurant and Bakery was a troubled business when Huddle House bought it. In 8 years, the bakery had filed for bankruptcy twice, but it wasn't saved yet. From the time of its purchase till now, the bakery lost locations, and this was the same for the waffle chain. COVID-19 further stunted the growth of the two brands, but now things are looking up for both of them. The two brands witnessed growth in 2021 as they enjoyed a massive boost in in-store sales, and it began because the brands did something they did too well. You guessed it. They created new buildings that had drive-up windows. The restaurant chain also improved the carryout experience for both delivery drivers and customers and for curbside pickup. However, despite its best efforts, it has been unable to get customers to buy food late at night. But its CEO, Michael Abt, remained confident and focused on the good side of the new buildings. The CEO is so confident of success that the once struggling business plans to build more of its latest model. Just as it always has, the business renewed its policy of making customers feel more comfortable and have easy access to its offerings. So the brand has targeted hotels, convenience stores, travel centers, and truck stops to sell its products. Also, the store began to focus on smaller communities where the family ideals are stronger. While the waffle chains focus on smaller communities, Perkins takes care of a larger population, and its stores are usually twice as big as Huddle Houses. For the two brands, projections says things will only improve, but it's the restaurant business. Can Huddle House sustain its current growth? Is it truly time for it to reap the rewards of its constant improvements, or will it become consumed by the competition? That part of its story hasn't been written yet. What do you think it'll be? John Sparks saw a business opportunity with teeming fans and decided to own a fast food to make money from those fans. From there, Huddle House took off, and despite fierce competition from Waffle House, the business stood its ground, even if it meant struggling for a while. Eventually, the company passed hands in 2006 and never stayed too long with an owner since then. Will the current owner sell the business, or will it hold on to the business for longer? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to support our channel.